Rhea Ripley to confirm romantic interest in 38-year-old former champion on WWE Raw, exploring potential teases. The Judgment Day appears to be far from complete, but since Jid McDonough was added to the group, he is seemingly spending more time with Dominik Mysterio. This has led to Rhea Ripley becoming a loner. If Ripley and Dominik's honeymoon period is already over, she could have her head turned by another star. Several weeks ago, Jey Uso was doing everything he could to get Mami's attention, which included some of the cringiest attempts to flirt with her. Jey's behavior has seemingly changed Ripley's opinion of him. The Eradicator recently liked WWE's Instagram update about the 38-year-old possibly winning the World Heavyweight Championship tonight on Raw. This could be a tease about Ripley ensuring Jey Uso wins the title and joins her in the Judgment Day. After all, the Women's World Champion has tried recruiting Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre to her group in the past. However, neither showed interest on the same level as Jey. Jey Uso could become world champion thanks to Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw. It's become evident that Drew McIntyre will be on hand not only to interfere in the upcoming world title match, but also to send a message to Jey Uso. The Scottish Warrior has been targeting the former Bloodline member for several months. The Judgment Day or Rhea Ripley alone could come out and be the equalizer to allow Jey Uso to overcome Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. Rollins looks to be heading into a feud with CM Punk, and that doesn't need a championship. Jey Uso should be allowed to take the title to the Judgment Day so that they possess almost all the gold on Raw. Do you think Rhea Ripley will confirm her romantic interest in Jey Uso on Raw? However, Liv Morgan vs. Rhea Ripley is perfect for WWE Royal Rumble 2024. If WWE can get Liv Morgan back in time, she would be a perfect opponent to face Rhea Ripley at the 2024 edition of the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley is enjoying a dominant run as WWE Women's World Champion. Fans were initially distraught at her lack of in-ring time, but that has changed as WWE has focused on her having more defenses while being wrapped up in the Judgment Day angle. With the Royal Rumble on the horizon, the company should take some steps to set up a big match for her, and that could come from none other than Liv Morgan. Morgan has been out of action since July. She was written off television after an attack from Ripley left her injured. In reality, she's been dealing with shoulder issues that kept her out of action. Mike Johnson of Pew Insider reported back in November that Morgan is still dealing with the injury and was scheduled to be reevaluated. If the former women's champion can get cleared, she versus Ripley is the perfect match for the Royal Rumble thanks to the levels of history the two women share. Morgan and Ripley spent time together as a tag team back in 2022. Of course, this was back when WWE couldn't care less about the women's tag team division and were breaking up teams weeks after they started partnering. Ripley would go on to assault Morgan and join the Judgment Day, while Morgan would have 2 tag title runs with Raquel Rodriguez in the meantime. Morgan is one of those individuals who has a ton of potential. She's only 29 years old and has consistently shown improvement year over year since her introduction to the WWE Universe. As the women's division continues to get more time week over week, a return could be a big boost for the group, especially on WWE Raw. Morgan has a strong following and a level of appeal that could help her be seen as a good foil for Ripley heading into the Royal Rumble. Would she be the woman to take the title off Mami? Not at all, as the latter is set for a big WrestleMania 40. Giving Morgan this slot would be a great way to welcome her back, continue their story, and put her on the path for a stronger push post-WrestleMania 40. Rhea Ripley is running out of challengers as she continues to wipe out the women's division on WWE Raw. WWE must set her up with a big match at Royal Rumble, and that should come from Liv Morgan if she is cleared to compete for the first time in months.